First and foremost, thank you for bringing back Legends. It's been a long time. Second of all, distribution. That seems to be a problem everywhere. A lot of times, Walmart exclusives, Target exclusives, and you guys all know not everybody has a Walmart, not everybody has a Target, so they resort to eBay. So my personal thing would be, why not do it kind of like Mattel does it, maybe make it available online, make the Wave available online at HasbroToyShop.com, especially for our buddies like in, cross country where they live out in the middle of the boonies.
Anthony James.
Yeah.
She's just mad because I met Jocelyn earlier and she did it.
Showing up on his review.
You're going to tell me that's the answer, right?
Nobody's going to answer that.
First of all, thank you. We're very excited to have Legends back too. So I think the team has done an awesome job. A lot of So your question on exclusives, one of the things that we are working with retailers to do, and when we do work with the Walmart or Target on exclusive, to a degree they do own the distribution for it. What we're trying to do is work with them to get their online to carry it, because that is also national distribution. So our goal, and again, there's only so much we can do on this front, is to work with the retailers to leverage the online component and make sure everyone has access. So that's not something that we can guarantee. We would like to. We're going to continue trying to get more of that, but hopefully that will be the solution that works, that will give everyone access, because everyone has a computer to kind of go and order those. So hopefully that will be a solution that will help.
Okay, am I allowed a second question?
No, go for it.
All right. Another issue is you guys are doing such a great job on figures and sculpting. Amazing. Now, what measures are you guys taking when it goes to production, like quality control, where it goes to get plated and the head comes out too small, or she comes out cockeyed, or that's more of a paint issue. All these issues with quality control. What measures are you guys taking to ensure that we get the figures that will be presented to us?
That's where the long nights come in. we take the same measures that we develop the figure. It doesn't stop you. Actually, we kind of go a little bit harder on making sure these things are as perfect as they can be. There are a few figures that may leave the factory that's not right or not up to par, but that's something that unfortunately we can't really control. What we try to control is as much as we can up front. When we get our samples in, we review them, everyone gets involved, we play with the figures. We actually try to break them, as we're playing them, to make sure that these problems don't persist.
And if we do have the opportunity to catch something, early enough, we do go back and work really stringently with our vendors to help pull these things in line as quickly as possible.
Thank you.
I was just wondering, as far as toyshop.com, are y'all being able to offer us singles instead of just cases, for like the door line and stuff like that, being able to buy individual figures?
At this point, Hasbro Toy Shop is still with the cases. The logistics behind doing singles is really, really hard. It's something they're evaluating. At this point, there's not a way to do it just from a production standpoint, because we do the production runs in cases.
Boognice.
I suggested this last year. I'm asking you now. Are we going to see you guys bring back the army builders? That's something that I think a lot of us want to do. Hand ninjas, the Hydra soldiers, the shield agents. I'm not done army building. I need more. So, are y'all going to do that? That's my first question.
If you need more,
or at least offer them at HasbroToyShop.com. At least do that.
Okay. In the Build-A-Figure format, it's a little bit. I would probably look at that a little differently. I'm not saying that we would want to put those in there, but when you do require to buy those extra pieces of, if we can find the right thing to put with them, yeah. But Legends being the price they are now, which is a lot more than they were 10 years ago when you were buying these things, to be left over with a whole pile of Build-A-Figure components is not necessarily where I'd want to go for mainline. But if this relaunch becomes the success that we hope and expect it to be, our accounts will be looking for exclusives and opportunities to do more with them, and there's going to be some great places to put in this type of characters.
Real quick, I wasn't really suggesting that you do the Army build and a Build-A-Figure line. I really just wanted y'all to just re-release the same 2-packs. And you mentioned price. I just want to know what's going to be the retail for Marvel Legends moving forward.
We can only give a recommendation to retail. Our recommended price is $14.99.
So when Toys R Us gives us their price, it's just them jacking up the price. You guys can't do anything about that?
We actually, all we are legally allowed to do is give the price that we sell it to them at and give our recommendation. It can go higher, lower. We have no ability to say anything about that.
I got go ahead, Mom.
Oh, okay, I can do it. Okay.
I know that it's been some talk about, for instance, when we released the Ghost Rider figure, there's a motorcycle with it, and maybe like recently in the future, time to release like the Black Knight and do like the spoilers to the universe. And also, my second question is today, I just wanted to know how much the sales had gone for exclusive like the Marvel Gigantic battles, if it's going to continue or not.
The gigantic battles did very well. So we had plans before with millions. And as far as the characters, we're not doing Ghost Rider, we're not doing Black Knight, but we are going to do someone who has a vehicle. It's like some kind of floating chair or something. I don't know who rides a floating chair, but when you think they ride a floating chair, it's
Next one.
What do you say?
He's looking for I don't take it pronounce it. This is Axe. Yeah.
in universe, or there's always possible to do.
Yeah, there's.
I mean, we would like to do as many characters in Marvel as we can, so there's always possibility to do.
With the exception of some extreme exceptions, there's virtually no figures that are off the table for consideration.
Quick question. Possible to do sets and classics, like one whole team.
Yes.
Yeah, that's something that we've talked about for Universe and
I mentioned this to some of you guys, but the thing about, there's something about Legends that's different than anything I've worked on before. I've had the pleasure to work on quite a few different brands at Hasbro, but all of those have a very concise collector request list. When it comes to Legends, it's the most complicated line I've ever worked on, simply because not a single one of you view Legends the same. Some of you are, I want articulation, others say deco, others say I want the aesthetic of the skull. Some of you are impact collectors, some of you are outs, some of you want teams, some of you want the A's, some of you want the Q's. There's just no one type for you, of you. And that started with Toy Biz. I mean, as they were creating Legends, there wasn't a definitive, this is the articulation system for what Legends is. They evolved it, they changed it from day one throughout the course of their time with it, as well as us. So it's not a line that you can just say, this is what a Marvel Legends is. So some of you want those teams, some of you want, all these different modern characters, classic characters. The list literally goes on, and these are incredibly complex, even though they're fun and ridiculous arguments that we have. There's just no easy way to look at what it is. So you've seen a little bit of sampling of like wave 1, wave 2. We're trying to we're trying to put a laser scope on a shotgun and and try to get you guys what you want. Thank you. All right, Sean.
All right. Okay, so as some of you may not know, me and Dwight Stahl are life hetero partners, and I want to say thank you so much for what you're doing with these changes right here. I said hetero. Okay, so no, I really just want to just say I love the ideas that you guys are doing with the line, like changing the characters out and especially with the Build-A-Figure piece and taking them away for figures where we do that makes me really happy seeing that kind of thought put into the line, because before it didn't really feel like that kind of stuff was there, you know? So now we're getting it. Not going to talk about the past. The future looks amazing. So my question is, January is when we're expecting wave 1, is that right?
Yes.
And then wave 2? When's wave 2?
I'm not certain. We're still working on what the wave count will be for the year. And once all that is set, how many will be on.
And is that determined on sales? Because we'd like to, or I would like to see 3-4 waves a year come out. That would be awesome, man.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
There's two things. One is, as far as timing goes, some of it is driven by the sell-through rate. So like other than putting on shelf for the first time, we can target say 3 or 4 months. But if it sells through faster, the other wave may come on a little bit sooner. If it sells through slower, it may come. So some of that's based on how retailers get the product in. And we love this line. That's why we're relaunching it. The more you guys buy, the more we make. So,
I'm buying them, yeah.
Hopefully we see more. But it really is that, I mean, just so you guys know, it really is that simple. The better the sales, if we want to make stuff that you guys love, we love to make it. So the more we see, hopefully things selling, then that gives us a lot more to go back and say, hey, we're going to make more. And, you know, so hopefully we'll have a good start and we'll start seeing the numbers go up and up.
All right, thank you.
Okay. I'm really happy with what you guys are doing, especially when you guys announced a new articulation with the hips, because one of the biggest problems I had, especially with your New York Twice, is that it took like 5 minutes to like get him to kick like that, and you want to be completely up or something like that. So it's like, thank you so much for doing that. Now to my question. I asked this last year, and now something happened this year that might touch you a little bit more to do something with this. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Why aren't you guys making figures on that, or at least the Marvel character, or make the Marvel characters with some sort of deco within the Marvel?
That we are doing. The Extremis armor for Wave 1. The color palette for that was inspired by Marvel Capcom. I mean, in the case of adding drawn-off art in the Iron Man line, in the Legends line, both the stealth armor and the classic red and gold.
No, the Capcom Sentinel can make that.
I'm sorry?
Manic question.
Mango Sentinel, come on, Mango Sentinel.
I mean, we cannot make Capcom figures, but
It's the Capcom design
well, one of the things that we're trying to do is the way that we our time into it is doing the characters that's in the game, like and doing it in that particular style.
I know that's why I asked the second part, where it's like, can you like throw a little bone and throw like a little deco or two that might be a little bit reminiscent to the game, especially with characters like I just saw the Ghost Rider, so it's like, you know, I see that you guys can put in the yellow, so it's like tying in with the game a little bit.
Yeah, like there's a universe Magneto that's downstairs. Just
yeah.
Awesome. Well,
we're inspired by the same stuff. I mean,
awesome.
they're just fun.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yes, you guys said you're doing the All-Star figures. It doesn't come with a Build-A-Figure piece?
Correct.
But will those be straight up reissued figures, or will they be like repainted figures?
It could be either. We've got a great library of fantastic characters to choose from. When needed, we will still create a new, what at the time we'll hope will be the definitive whatever, Wolverine, Cap, Iron Man, so on and so forth.
Well, will it be like the bigger selling figures, or will it be just bigger selling characters? You know, like Deadpool, like he was a really rare figure, but he was like super popular at the time.
Okay.
But he was still hard to get, you know.
Yeah. We could bring those characters back, yes, but to bring them back, it would still take a character slot away from something else if you're talking about a deco like that.
All right.